Hello and welcome. My name is Kelly Garrigan Coaching. I am a Reiki master, yoga teacher, life coach, and meditator for over 10 years now. My passion is helping people live their divine purpose. So what I do is explore the tools of energy work, yoga, meditation, to help people along that path. And those tools are actually there for empowerment, so that when somebody is traveling this path of self-discovery, that they have things to help them, to support them along their way. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Meditation Monday. I was doing some videos on Mondays called Meditation Mondays, and I've strayed away from them a little bit, and I'm back again. And today I want to talk a little bit about the breath. And what's so amazing about the breath is that it is a tool, a support tool that we can carry with us all the time. So in meditation practices what we do is we look for anchors or support tools, something that we can constantly be bringing our focus or our attention back to. And the reason for this is that we want to give our monkey minds a job to do, because if we don't, they're all over the place. And the first trigger, the first emotional hit that we get sends our minds off spiraling into this craziness that is 9 times out of 10 isn't even true. So what we're doing is that we have an experience, we have an emotion, and then it starts a narrative in our minds. Our minds go in all these different directions with all these stories that just are spurred off of our past. So it brings us back into our past and out of the present moment. So when we find support tools like the breath, what it does is it actually helps us when we start to find that we are in these patterns of like, oh my gosh, my mind's twirling off in this direction, I'm making these stories. We can become aware of that. And that's the practice of meditation, is awareness. Aware that our minds are going in all these different directions and that they're not even here in the present moment, and then that we can steer ourselves back to something. So in the practice of breath meditation, we're steering our way back to the anchor of the breath. Okay, so what you do in a formal practice is you're practicing that. You're sitting there and you bring yourself into the awareness, going inward and focusing on the breath and it moving in and out of your nose, in and out of your body, right? So you practice that, what if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it might be 15 minutes or more a day. But we have this saying in a meditation practice that short times, many times. So even if you can meditate for a few minutes, but do that many times during the day, that is beneficial right there. So your formal practice is sitting in meditation, focusing on the breath, watching it, being aware of the sensation of it coming in and out. You can do breath counts, count inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. You can say in breath, out breath. You can say expanding, collapsing, just that, anything to keep you on point with that breath meditation. And then you'll find yourself your mind starts to wandering, or starting to think about your to-do list, or you're worried about, maybe your hair isn't right that day, or maybe that you forgot to put your lipstick on and this video is going amazingly well, so you just forget about it. So you come back to the breath, and that's the formal practice of it. It's constantly being aware, oh, I'm thinking, I got to bring myself back to the breath. And then just bringing yourself to the breath. And again, your mind starts to wander, and that's what the mind starts to do. It's just natural. And then it's just bringing the mind back to the breath again. So what the beauty of this practice is that you can carry it off the cushion or off the couch, out of your formal practice, so that when you, let's say if you are driving along and all of a sudden you start, I don't know, traveling in your mind to things that aren't even relevant, or something might be upsetting you and your mind starts spiraling, okay? And you get yourself worked up. And I do this to myself all the time. So you get yourself all worked up and you're all enraged about nothing. I mean, these made up stories, I call them made up stories because that's all they are. And you get angry, you get frustrated. But the thing is like, what you can do in these moments to pull yourself back to the present moment, to pull yourself out of that narrative, is you're aware, becoming aware. Go, oh, that's right, I'm angry. Okay. And then start to breathe. I mean, you can do that, an active meditation, driving in your car. Driving in your car. And back to the meditation, back to, you're not going to be going deep into meditation, but it's shifting the awareness from where the anger, accepting the anger, like, oh, I'm angry, noticing it, oh, accepting it, oh, okay. And then bringing yourself back to the present moment, driving the car. Oh, I'm driving the car and I'm breathing. My breath's coming in and out of your nose. And right when you do that, that shift starts to happen. Pay attention. How are you feeling in that moment? The edge comes off. The edge, that edginess that you might feel, the anger, the frustration, whatever it is. So try this breath meditation. Use the breath as a tool and just see. Try this for a week. I challenge you to see how this little tool can help change your life in significant ways. So that's the Meditation Monday for today. And I hope that brings you a lot of clarity to what breath meditation might be, what a support tool might be, and how you can carry the practice from formal to non-formal, which is in everyday living, because you can carry this practice with you at all times. And the breath is the easiest tool we can use, because it's always there, always within us. Thank you. Namaste.